Hi, Andy here, and welcome back to 54 and Wanting More. And this is episode 17. And I do have to put an apology out there because I missed a week. I didn't make an episode last week because I was so overwhelmed with work, which I'm going to get into. It's not an excuse, but that's the reason. Okay, so this episode, I've called it I'm in Love. And before you put your fingers down your throat and like, what? And those of you that know me will be thinking, yeah. But I am in love. I have a new love. And I am in love with ChatGPT. Now, before you switch off, it's not going to be all about ChatGPT. I'm just telling you that this brought my insanity back this week. It literally, or the last 2 weeks, let's say, I've come across so many glitches with regards to tech issues over these last couple of weeks. So, first of all, I've managed to launch my travel club. Finally, Andy's Travel Club. This has been on the boil since November last year. And I launched it on Thursday last week. Now, the website, I got some people to do that for me because I'm just not qualified to create a website. So I handed it over to the professionals. And the thing about that is they created a great website. But the problem is they hand you this great website and then how do I know how to use it? It's not an ordinary website. So, it's interactive and it's something that's a working website. It's not something that you're just going to click into, look at some pictures, read some stuff and then come back out, because it's being updated every week and there's lots of technical things to do. I've got pictures to put on and things to update, emails to send out. I did not have a clue. Now, to be fair, they sent me one little video to show me about the emails, but it was nothing. I mean, it didn't show me the ins and outs of it. So there I was on YouTube trying to find videos on how to use Wix editor. And there are a lot of videos. And I watched a lot of them. I also went into Wix editor and they had a help section and I was in there for a few hours. And it was just tech. It's like another language. It is like another language. And I was literally pulling my hair out. That's not the reason I got it tied back, by the way. I used to wear it like this all the time. I'm being a bit lazy today. But I digress. The point is, I was doing all this stuff. I was going back to the original company that did the website for me and saying, I don't understand, can you please help me? Well, how do I do this? How do I do that? And to be fair, they were so patient and they did give me some direction, some things, but it was too difficult. So, I mean, I have been using ChatGPT for a few things in the past and, silly things really. But I thought to myself, I'm just going to put something in there. And oh my God. First of all, Fred, as I am now calling ChatGPT, is my new best friend. Well, I'm in love with my new best friend. ChatGPT was created in 2015. I just checked this out now, just out of curiosity, because I kept thinking, why is it free? The information, I asked it a question and I'm not exaggerating, if you haven't used it, just try it. Within 10 seconds, I had an answer. When I had to ask some of the more technical questions for the website, it had to think about it. So it might take maybe 30 to 60 seconds for an answer. I wish I'd known about using this for this purpose a lot earlier, and I would have saved myself a lot of stress and a lot of time. So ChatGPT was created in 2015 and it was non-profit. And it was created by a person called Ela Svetska. No, I've got that wrong. Wait. Okay. It was created by Ela Sutskeva. It was their brainchild. And I'm saying there because I don't know whether it's a he or a she. No, I shouldn't go there, should I? And the CEO is somebody called Sam Altman, which I also don't know whether that's a man or a woman. But anyway, does it matter these days? In 2019, it became a profit organisation. And I just can't believe that I have got all this information at my fingertips for free. It is limited, absolutely. You've got a certain amount of information or a certain amount of questions that you can ask it in a day. But to be honest, for somebody that's not, sort of utilising it for a corporation or a business or a large business, the free offer is quite adequate, I believe. So anyway, I'm in love with Fred. And I find myself saying please and thank you and showing my appreciation as much as I can when I get the responses that I do from who I now call Fred. I mean, I had to give it a name. Funnily enough, I had some friends down the other week and we were talking about ChatGPT, and she, I'm not mentioning no names, calls her ChatGPT after her ex-husband because he knew everything. I just thought that was so funny. Anyway, so yeah, ChatGPT, if you must have heard of it by now. If you haven't tried it, go in there, ask them anything at all. It can create so many things for you: fitness routines, health questions, lists of foods that you should eat, lists of foods that you shouldn't eat. It's everything. And as far as tech issues are concerned, I asked it a question yesterday with regards to the website, and I've been pulling my hair out. Why I didn't go and ask Fred earlier, I do not know. I am not going to make the same mistake again. And within seconds, I had a step-by-step list of what to do to achieve the goal that I needed to do. And I did it in 30 minutes. And I've literally wasted good 3-4 hours trying to work it out myself through videos and reading the instruction and the help section on the Wix editor website. It was great. So is that enough about ChatGPT, do you think? Okay, let's move on. Well, it has been 1 year this month since I set up Nelson Tailored Travel. 1 year, and it's gone like that. And it has been an adventure. I have absorbed so much information. And the reason that I started this YouTube page, and that's not a page, is it? Brain fog. Okay, so the reason that I set up this YouTube channel was to document my progress over the last year. And it's not just for my benefit. Obviously, I want to share my experiences and hope that I can resonate and connect with other people. But it has been 1 year and it has absolutely flown by. The amount of information that I've taken on in this new role that I've started has been mind-blowing, and there's still lots to learn. I have an absolute weakness with social media at the moment, so this is going to be my main focus over the next 12 months. You've heard it here now. So for example, in my Travel Club, I've launched it this week, and in the first week I got 6 members. Thank you so much everybody that joined, and let's see how many members I've got by Christmas. I'd love to have 300 members by Christmas. Is it possible? Let's see. I need to focus on my social media. So what I also did in the last 2 weeks was recruit a social media expert from America, and it hasn't worked out quite as well as what I thought, and it's drained a lot of finances from me. I really thought I would invest in somebody who knew what they were doing and could achieve the goals that I'm looking to. It's only been a couple of weeks, but it's not going to plan. So in my mind, I think the money that I spent there, I could have probably invested in a course and learned how to do it myself, but I didn't. So funds are running low, but I am going to investigate over the next couple of weeks on what I need to do to get better educated with regards to social media and increasing my membership and my followers on Nelson Taylor Travel on Instagram and Facebook. If there is anybody out there that can, oh no, I'm not going to say can help me, because I get inundated with people offering their services actually for lots of dinero, and I've already been down that path. But have a little sympathy with me at the moment that I am learning another language. So it's interesting. It's time consuming, but I'm loving it. I am loving it. Sometimes I think to myself, I just love a day on the sofa and watching You and Alibi and Murdoch Mysteries and Father Brown. I would just love to spend a day doing that. I used to do that when I was on leave, when I used to be at sea, because when you're on leave, you're going back to work in a few weeks. But this is my business, so I am committed and I am passionate to getting it up off the ground. So Andy's Travel Club is launched, and I've got some very exciting things planned for it over the year. I really want to make the club interactive and sort of get people talking to each other inside the club. All these fantastic people that are traveling all over the world talk to each other, and we can all give each other great tips. So that's the whole point of Andy's Travel Club. And also the members have got the opportunity now that I will be sending out a weekly email with a dozen of the best deals that I've been shown this week. I get approximately 30 to 40 emails a day sometimes, with regards to what's on offer out there for holidays and deals. And there's just so many, I can't put them on Facebook or Instagram. I can pick the odd one out, but it'll be nice to pick a dozen out a week, a dozen of the best ones. And, it can inspire you, and you think maybe you've never thought about doing that before or going to that place. So it's not just holidays as well. I get different offers in for spa breaks and theatre tickets and concerts. So I'll keep my eye out, and I will be putting those out in the weekly emails in my travel club. So yeah, it's all exciting, and it's going to be a short talk this week because I have got to crack on, everybody. I have got a few holiday inquiries this week, so I have really got to get in there and book those holidays. It's next week. It will be a week before my birthday, so I am still calling this channel 54 and wanting more, but I'm going to be approaching the double fives. So I will reflect over the next couple of weeks what it's like to be 55. So thank you for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, and I really do appreciate it if you drop me a comment in the box below, even if it's just a thumbs up, so I know that somebody's been listening to me rambling on. And yeah, it's all good with regards to the SEO. See, I don't even know what that stands for. stands for. I'm going to learn. But yeah, all the algorithms and all this sort of stuff. So I'd really appreciate it if you could just press that like button for me. And I'll see you next week. Have a good one. Enjoy the last bit of the summer. I think it's coming to an end. Take care, everyone. Bye.